This was one of the worst days of my life. I woke up, seemed like any old day, headed to work, grabbed some coffee, feeling good, got to my desk, checking my emails, and then shortness of breath, tightness in the throat. What the heck is going on here? I feel like I'm going to die. I get to the front desk. I say, call an ambulance. Something is so wrong. They take me to the hospital quickly, run some tests. And the diagnosis is a severe anxiety attack. Hi, I'm Alexander Brown. I'm a life coach. And that experience right there changed the course of my life. From then on, I tried to explore different experiments and techniques to try to avoid that experience again at any cost. So that actually led me to the creation of my process and my product, Daymaster. But it didn't start off as a process or a product. It was just an experiment. So what I want to talk about today is, what is the perfect day? How can I make my day work for me? So I think that's broken down into 4 parts. And we're going to start with part number 1, the morning routine. When the siren goes off, a fighter pilot needs to be in his jet and ready to go within as little as 5 minutes. Sometimes they're even sleeping in their flight suits, so they're ready to go. Now, the alternative to that is a passenger jet. Passenger jet has to wait for its passengers, get the go-ahead from the tower, taxi on the runway, and then it takes flight. So how do you want to start your day? With the siren like a fighter jet, or with that clear, simple process like the passenger jet? Most successful people start their day like the passenger jet. Now, a morning routine is a great way to build that momentum and set the tone for your day. Common activities include meditation, reading, exercise, deep breathing, stretching. It's ultimately up to you to decide what you want to include in your routine. Now, there's 2 other pieces I think that are critical for your morning routine. Number 1, read your goals aloud. Your goals are something that's much larger than a single day typically. So being able to keep them top of mind and continue to execute toward them is critical. Now, the second part is have a clear idea of what you want to accomplish, right? Setting an intent and making sure that you're purposeful and intentional with your time. So understand what you want the day to look like before you get started. So try it out. If you're new to the morning routine, write down the one thing that you want to start including. Figure out how long it's going to take and move your alarm back that amount of time. If you're an avid pro, review and analyze how your routine is working for you. Is there anything that needs to change? So now that your routine is in place, you are ready to hit the goal. The secret of your success is determined by your daily agenda. That's a quote from American author John C. Maxwell, and I could not agree more. Having a clear written plan for your day is absolutely critical to make sure that you're getting done what you intended to do. Now, research shows that people are most productive between late morning and early afternoon. And just note, that's for a typical person. Everybody's different, so you always got to do what works for you. But for most of us, late morning and early afternoon is the sweet spot where we're going to get most of our stuff done. So why do I need to have that plan? Well, there's a couple benefits there. 1, you get a definition of success. This is what I'm intending to do, and now I'm going to go out and do it. And as long as you did it, you know you won the day. Number 2, you get to live proactively rather than reactively. I'm having a clear intent and idea of what I want to accomplish rather than waiting for the circumstances of the day to come at me and trying to make decisions on the fly. Lastly, purposeful living, right? Once again, intent and purpose. I'm doing what I intended to do, what I set out to do. It gives you purpose as you go through those activities. So let's look at a few techniques that you can incorporate. Number 1, clear written list of what you're going to accomplish. So a lot of people have a never-ending to-do list. Figure out what you're going to focus on today. And you can have a big 3 or a big 2 or a big 1. This is what my focus of the day is going to be. Write it down so that you know exactly what it's going to be. Now, here's another technique that you can incorporate, time boxing. So time boxing is just the simple act of allocating one block of time to a single activity. I actually think that this works much better than having a to-done list where you're just allocating specific time to activities rather than getting stuck and it's taking longer and longer and longer than you're anticipating. You're just saying, I'm going to work on this for an hour. And then that leads us to number 3, taking breaks, right? Time boxes with breaks. So I'm going to take 5 or 15 minutes after I work on this box, and then I'm going to go to the next one. Keeping your mind fresh is key to maintaining that peak performance. Lastly, making sure that your day includes time allocated towards your goals. The rest of your life is not going to move out of the way just because there's some things that you want to accomplish. So making sure that you're scheduling specific time blocks for your goals is key. Now, for most people, if you go work a 9 to 5, there's probably not a ton of energy left to pick up your goals at the end of your workday. So maybe it might be a good idea to try to find that 15 minutes early in the morning just to get your best energy working towards your goals. All right? So try this out. Incorporate some of these techniques into your workday and into your day-to-day lives going forward. Make that big 3 list. Have an outline of your day in terms of time boxes. Now we'll go on to step 3. Since we got everything done, we got through the core. Let's do some R&R. In between our goals is this thing called life that has to be lived and enjoyed. That's a quote from Sid Caesar, an American comedian, and it's absolutely true. Now that we've gotten through the core, we did everything we intended to do, it's time to balance ourselves out and go to the other side of the ship. So now it's time to have some fun and relax. So do those things that you love to do. Spend time with your family, watch TV, play some games. If you're really interested, go lose some time in social media, right? You earned it. You got everything done that you intended to do. Now find the time to recharge and have some fun and keep that balance in your life. Now, go ahead and try it out tomorrow. After you get through your core, make sure that you're intentional with the time. I'm intending to really enjoy this rest and relaxation. I'm going to do social media and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to play a game and I'm going to enjoy it. Make sure that it's working for you and that you're keeping that balance in your life. So now that we got everything done, we're hitting that last hour of the day. Let's take a look at the wind down. We do not learn from experience, we learn from reflecting on experience. That's a quote from John Dewey, an American philosopher. Now, one of the key things to start your wind down for the day before you can start that reflection is identifying when you're going to bed and how much sleep you're going to get. Having that clear, defined bedtime allows you to clearly work back 1 hour from there to start your wind down practice. Now, once the wind down gets started, this is where that reflection comes in, right? How did the day go? Did I win the day? Now, in order to reflect, you can start with just asking yourself 2 simple questions and writing the results down. What went well today? What could have gone better? You just write down those 2 things every single day. You're going to start accumulating a treasure trove of information about how your life is going, practices that you want to continue, or maybe areas of opportunity. Now, if you want to take that to the next level, journal about your day, capture everything in vivid detail. That'll give you even more information that you can go back and reflect on to find those lessons. For me personally, I enjoy using voice to text for my journal. It allows me to speak quickly and clearly and really be authentic with my experience from the day. Now, the next part of that wind down is going to be look to tomorrow, right? This will help put your bedtime in context as well. I need to go to bed so I can start executing my plan for tomorrow. This will also get your mind working on those ideas of what you want to accomplish the next day. Now, this is also the key time to put all your devices away. They say you should put all your devices away 1 hour before bed. So this works hand in hand. It's a perfect opportunity to shut everything down for the day. Now, as you go through that wind down period, some of the things you might want to do are stretching or deep breathing, especially in like the last 15 minutes. Doing that deep meditative breathing, shutting everything down, turning the lights off is a great way to prepare yourself for sleep. You can do something like Qigong or Tai Chi. That's a great way to relax. And probably one of the best things that you can do with the last hour of your day is reading. Reading has so many benefits for you, and that is a great opportunity to just kind of relax and simmer down and get ready for bed. So once you execute the wind down, your perfect day is complete. So let's take a look and summarize at what we talked about today. Research suggests that a significant portion of daily behavior is repeated, with estimates ranging between 40 and 95% depending on the behavior and the individual. So think about that for a minute. Up to 95% of your daily behavior is repeated. So that's why having this clear routine, this clear plan for your day and turning that into a repeated behavior is so key. So let's recap what that perfect day looks like. Number 1, a morning routine, setting the tone and building momentum for the day with those high value activities. Number 2, the core, writing down what you intend to do and executing on it. Number 3, earning the time to rest and relax, finding the fun in life, doing those things that you really enjoy doing. Lastly, the wind down, reflecting, what went well today? What could have gone better? And getting your body ready to go to bed and rest and recharge. Now, I'm going to leave you with one more quote to wrap things up here. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. That's from Robert Collier, an American author, and it absolutely speaks volumes about consistency, right? Being able to do the same thing over and over and over again with similar results. It also speaks to the idea that you can start small, right? You don't have to rebuild your whole day in one single swoop. So start small. Start incorporating a morning routine to begin with, or maybe an evening routine, and then start stacking. Build on that until your day is exactly what you want it to be. So thank you so much for watching. If you found value in today's video, go ahead and like and subscribe. You can hit the bell for notifications. I'm always trying to generate more content that will inspire you and motivate you and break down some of these processes into just easy, repeatable steps. And if you are looking for a tool that will help you do that, take a look at the link down below for Daymaster. Daymaster is a simple, repeatable process with an easy-to-use application and coaching. It'll help you build your day in advance and execute so that you can win. So thanks again for watching. Remember to win every day and live your best life.